Wild Mills Contact Boxing. Delighted to be here with the gentleman, John Hedges. John, before we go on to you, your assessment of your Stoneweight Finley. I suppose maybe running the local homecoming.
Yeah.
He said he wanted on a bit of a statement journeyman.
They're tough. They are tough men, and I think, look, when you fight someone called like Dale Arrowsmith, you know what to expect. He's tough as they come. He knows how to get through a fight, and he knows how to make it messy. My honest opinion, I thought Finley done very well. I thought the first 3 rounds he took his time, maybe a little bit too much, but he's young, he's learning the ropes. Second 3 rounds, the last 3, I thought he boxed very well. But he started putting his shots together. Look, you're not stopping Del. I've always said that. When he got in as a Finn, do not look for the stoppage. It might come, but I very much doubt it. You're a young fighter. Just put on a show. And I think, do you know what, them last 3 rounds he did. He done exactly what he needed to do. Won comfortably. And yeah, he done it. He's in front of his own crowd. And I'm buzzing for him. Yeah, really well done to him.
You're right, the reason
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Yes.
One thing that's evident, he's always said he's technically polished. I think as a south broken right, left up,
yes, yeah, exactly that. And I kept saying, I don't know if you heard me, but I was shouting it every time. It was always there. Every time we threw it, it landed, it connected beautifully. And if you're going to hurt a journeyman, I always go body, in my own opinion, because they're so used to taking shots up there. You've got to open them up and really make them feel it. So, yeah, fair play to Finn. It was good tactics and it was good performance. Yeah, the better the fighter, the better Finley James boxes, and you'll see that in sparring. He spars unbelievable against some great talents, and that's because the opening's there. A bit like myself, if I fight someone who's going to have a fight, something's going to happen. Someone's going to get caught clean.
How many of those
Yeah. It depends what sort of pace he wants to go at. In my opinion, I don't think you need too many. 3 maybe. Like now, I start moving on, not to prospects, but these winning records. I believe my third fight, I had Frane Radnic. He's quite a respectable journeyman now, but at the time, 11 wins, 10 knockouts, 20 losses, something like that, where it's not a 100 losser. Just say it a little bit better, just so they're throwing back, and then by 5 or 6 fights in, you're a couple of years older, then move on. That's my opinion. Yeah.
I think technically, though, he is really fun.
Yes, he is. He is a typical, great, sharp, offensive southpaw.
All right, we'll look forward to seeing how he goes. Got to come to you.
Thank you.
Got your southern area type fight.
Yep.
Thank you. Good stoppage as well against the
Yeah, exactly what you just said there. The reason Lewis has never been beat and never been stopped prior to that is because he's a tough man. And I said to you before the fight, then I said, I know what I've got to do in this fight. It's some of them ones. The more he brings, the more I bring. And it's very easy to sit outside and say, I'm a kid, I'm not that strong, and I'm only a southpaw. When you're in front of a 6'6" southpaw, you've got to deal with it. You've not got that preparation. You've got to think on your feet. And I think that's where I believed I got him, because it's hard for preparation. I spoke to his coach after. He said, look, it's very hard to find sparring. I know that because I've looked for it myself. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them things. And I'd like to say credit to Lewis, though, because he put on a great fight and takes 2 to the tango, and he's a great dance partner. So big respect to him. Yes, and look, at the end of the day, Lewis is 1 up, so he's got no pressure. I said this to him as well. I said, I believe that after having a cut like Lewis had, he ain't really gave himself long to take this fight, in my opinion. But I'm sure he's taking it with full confidence, and what a fight to get back on. Goes and beats Devon, he's right back in the mix again. Yeah. He's got it at the moment, I believe. I think he will vacate it. It makes sense. English next for me would make sense, but look, whatever comes. I said to someone else earlier, I said, I don't really mind. As long as I'm going in the right direction and that's going up, I don't care what happens. I'm 22, I'm in a big division. What will be, will be. As long as I win at all costs, keep clean, box me best. That's all I can ask for myself.
Yeah, some people seem to criticise cruiserweight. Still, I know why. I actually
Yeah.
think you guys Jack Massey I guess you guys are actually the size heavyweights.
Back in the day, we're the modern day heavyweights, in my opinion, because look at the likes of Ali and Rocky Marciano. It's like there's 14, 15 stone fighters at the end of the day. So that is all we are. And people take for granted sometimes that although we're not heavyweights, there's a lot who can whack like heavyweights. There's a lot of heavyweights who can't whack as hard as cruisers. It's the same thing. It's just it's a hard division, and I say that all the time. It's a very hard division. It's a great division to be part of, though.
Yeah, they need more love.
Yes.
Domestic competition.
Oh mate, it's murder, isn't it? It's unbelievable. But like I say, you got to take your hat off in that sense because we're all putting a shift in, and hopefully we all start taking these 50-50 fights. Hopefully that was the start of me fighting Lewis and undefeated fighters and things like that. That it opened the door. There's going to be people winning. There's also going to be people losing, but you're still boxing. This is what we want. We want the best fighting the best. Someone's got to lose, and then they carry on. And that's like the UFC do. I think that's a great way of looking at it.
Dylan, would you there ringside for the other side of the divide as well, when the Allies fought Virati?
I weren't there. To be honest with you, I don't go to a lot of Frank shows, but not out of disrespect or anything like that. It's just I don't normally pop down. But I thought that was a decent performance from Alloys. I thought it was a decent performance from Berardi, to be honest with you. I thought they both boxed well. Respect to both of them for taking that fight early on. I've seen Alloys look better, in my opinion. I've seen him look a lot better, but that's one of them things. On the night, it's the bet on the night, isn't it?
Well, that's still really nice for
Chev's not far from world level now, isn't he? So he's not far from world level, and this is what I say by taking your time. What you'll find is you look at all these fights coming up. By the time you get there, there's someone else there. The likes of the British champion, I can say, I want Chev, and then suddenly 2 fights in, he's world champion. Someone else gets it. So I try not to set my eyes too much on who's got the belts. It's just more I want to move in that right direction, and when it comes, it comes. Hopefully the back end of the year, got a couple of niggles I've got to pick right. Nothing major, and then December time. If it rolls into the new year, let it be. Still got my belt, and like I say, I'm happy to defend it or go again.
In October, Jack Massey stepped up when he won it. But is it mission possible?
I've just said there, don't write Jack Massey off. He's a very good fighter, and now he's got a proper training camp. If you can last with Joseph Parker, you can last with any man. So, especially at cruiserweight. So, I've got Obertire to win, but I've got it to be a 12-round grueling fight. Just my opinion. Yeah.
Zurdo's an odd one, starting at super middleweight.
Yeah, then campaigned like heavy, didn't he? Yeah. I thought this, but then when he beat Guadamarian, I thought I had Guadamarian to beat him. So this is the thing. I was actually invited down to that sparring camp for Guado. Didn't finalise for B whatever reason, but yeah, I think Ramirez can't write him off. I have him a favourite to beat Ben Smith, but I just said over there, I wouldn't be surprised Ben Smith beats him. Just my opinion. Depends if Ben Smith gets on the inside. Ramirez is a better boxer in my opinion, looking from outside, but he ain't got the power Ben Smith's got. So we'll see.
Just start off with anything else you want to say?
Well, just finally on this show here at Toptier, Essex, great to see a boxing partner, Johnny get his big favourite.
Yeah, exactly, he deserves it. Johnny's a great man, and thank you to him for inviting us down, and he looks after us, and he puts on a great show. He's probably, in my opinion, the leading small promoter right now, so yeah, fair play to Johnny.
I'm sure you know these small
yeah.
They are.
You don't get the big days without these days, and that's half of it.
Alright, John, always a pleasure. Can't wait to see you out.
Always a pleasure, never a chore. Thank you. Cheers, brother. Thanks, man.